Welcome students. This is an initiative taken by the Directorate of Higher Education, Government of Goa for developing e-content learning in the subject of commerce. Title of the unit, Introduction to Management. Module name, Modern Approaches to Management. We are going to cover systems approach and contingency approach. Module number 11. My name is Rajesh Amonkar, Vice Principal of Narayan Zhatia College of Commerce, Bicholi. Outline of e-module, system approach to management. A we have already covered in module 10, that is quantitative approach to management. Here we are going to cover B, systems approach to management, and C, contingency approach to management. Now what are the learning outcomes? Systems approach to management, we are going to see key concepts of systems approach, merits of systems approach, limitations of systems approach. In contingency approach to management, we are going to see features of contingency approach, merits of contingency approach, and limitations of contingency approach. Now we are going to see the systems approach to management. The systems approach to management believes management as a system. So, systems approach to management views the organization as a unified purposeful system composed of interrelated parts. That means your approach towards management is that it should work like a system, then it will give a better result. Manager have to deal with the organization as a whole rather than dealing separately with various segments of organization, which means every manager should not treat like their department production, finance, marketing. They should consider as if their department is a part of the whole system. System theory reveals to us that the activity of any segment of the organization affect the different degrees, in different degrees, the activity of every other segment. That means the decision taken by any manager, let us say production management manager, it will affect the other departments. It will have the influence of because these departments are interrelated or interdependent. So, decision taken by production manager will definitely affect others. For example, it will affect marketing department, it will affect purchase department. Similarly, system oriented manager would make decision only after they identify the impact of this decision on all other departments and the entire organization, which means when they take any decision or important decision, they have to consider how it will affect, maybe positively, negatively, other departments and entire organization. Now we will see what are the key concepts of systems approach to management. That means what exactly the systems approach is, what it believes management as a subsystem. System approach says department is a subsystem of factory, factory is a subsystem of firm, firm is a subsystem of industry, and so on. So, when department person takes a decision, he should know that it is a subsystem of factory. When factory manager takes a decision, he should know that it is a subsystem of firm. The same way the firm when takes a decision, they should know that it is a part of an industry. So, management is a subsystem. Same way management is an open system because it is influenced or working within the environment or external environment. It is a system that interact with its environment. All organization interact with their environment. It may be political environment, legal environment, social environment, economic environment, demographic environment, and so on. It has got defined boundaries. Business organization has many boundary contexts like creditors, suppliers, customers, government, etc., within which that organization need to work. Defined boundaries. The organization need to work within the boundaries. Business organization has many boundary contexts like creditors, suppliers, customers, government, etc. It should work within that boundary. Then feedback. A system can adjust itself to the changing environment through the feedback mechanism. That means they need to get the feedback from different environment, legal, political, social, demographic, economic, and it should respond to this environment. This is possible only when it gets the feedback. It is multidisciplinary. Systems approach is a multidisciplinary. Management integrates knowledge from various disciplines. It draws heavily from economics, psychology, sociology, mathematics, and so on. It is also a dynamic system. An organization is a dynamic system because it is responsive to its environment. It is changing system. It changes as per the need of the environment. As the environment is changing, the organization need to make the necessary changes in response to the environment. Now, what are the merits of systems approach? It recognizes the interrelation of various parts of organization, or their interdependence or interrelation. So, you are not working in isolation, but all departments working together according to the systems approach. The system approach points out the role of synergy in management. Collective outcome is more important than individual contribution. So, you can't say this is a contribution of this section or department. The entire outcome of the organization is important. That is what system approach says. Now, what are the limitations of the systems approach? Systems approach is too abstract to be of much use to the participating manager. So, it is too abstract. It is practically not possible to consider every organization like, or treat every organization like a system, or you can't use the systems approach. Systems approach of management lacks universality and its percepts cannot be applied to all organizations. It is not universally accepted or practiced in the organization. Now, we will see what is contingency approach to management. So, see the last approach. First we have seen quantitative approach, then we have seen systems approach. Now, the C is contingency approach to management. Contingency approach is also known as situational approach because the contingency approach says you need to make the changes or take a decision according to the situation. As situation is changing, you have to change your decision or your approach. Basic theme of contingency approach is that organization have to cope up with different situations in different ways. Then there is no single, it believes that there is no single best way of managing applicable to all situations. There is no single best way of managing applicable to all situations. Way of managing applicable to all situations, because you have to manage the business or take decision according to the situation. As situation changes, you have to manage in different way. The basic idea of contingency approach is that there cannot be a particular management action which will be suitable for all situations. So, as the situation changes, your style, your approach or your technique should change. Now, what are the features of contingency approach? Management is entirely situational, which means the conditions and complexity of situation determine which technique is applicable and effective. So, you have to change your technique and change your approach depending on the situation. To be effective, management policies and practices must respond to the environmental changes. As the situation and environment changes, your practice should also change. The contingency approach focused attention on situational factors that affect the management strategy. They should be continuously keep watch on situational factors that will affect their strategy. Management should understand that there is no one way or one best way to manage. They must not consider management technique universal. Normally we consider it as universal, but here there is no single way which can be accepted universally. Now, what are the merits of contingency approach? Contingency approach is open-minded. It guides manager to be alert, adaptive to environmental variables while choosing their styles and techniques. Of course, here manager get an opportunity, he is open-minded, he change his thinking, his approach, his techniques, his methods according to the situation. Importance is given to judgment of the situation, not to the use of specific principles. Therefore, manager gets opportunity of becoming innovative and creative. So, the management can think out of box, because as per the situation he will change the decision or take different decision. So, he can be innovative and creative and think out of box, a unique or different type of a solution for different problems. Now, limitations of the contingency approach. Contingency approach suffers from inadequacy of literature. It has not adequately spelled out various types of actions which can be taken under different situations. That means There is no proper literature, and it has also not clearly giving any particular action to be taken in different actions to be taken in different situations. That is a problem with the contingency approach. Determination of situation required analysis of large number of variables. Managers are short of time and may not be able to analyze all variables. See, to understand or to study the situation, there is need to study all variables, but it is very difficult to identify all variables and or to study all variables. So manager will not be in position to read the situation correctly. Contingency approach is basically reactive in nature and it is not proactive. It only suggests what a manager can do in a given situation. Normally any approach or any technique should be proactive, not reactive. However, contingency approach is reactive, it is not proactive. It only suggests the manager what he should do in a given situation. The references which L.M. Prasad, Principles and Practice of Management, C.B. Gupta, Management Theory and Practices, N. Singh, Principles of Management, Subbarao P. Management Theory and Practice, Terry Franklin, Principles of Management, N.G. Kale and Ahmad, General Management. Thank you.